Welcome back. Let's take a look at crypto companies and crypto this morning. Take a look. Cryptocurrencies down fractionally across the board. President Trump holding 2 crypto fundraisers this month as he vows to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. Joining me right now is the CEO of MoonPay, Ivan Soto-Wright. Ivan, great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Maria.
Thank you so much for being here. And your company builds payment infrastructure for the crypto industry. You're enabling checkout and transfer of those assets in minutes. This is such an important part of the whole crypto story. Explain what's most important for people to understand about that infrastructure.
So I think crypto is the future, and we're hopefully entering the golden age of crypto. From our perspective, we want to make it easy for everyone in the world. We have 30 million people at MoonPay that make it easy to use your debit card, your bank account, your Venmo, your PayPal, any payment method to get started and to get your first crypto asset.
So what you need is a so-called wallet, a digital wallet,
Yep.
and that wallet will hold your crypto.
So the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency, it's based on the internet. So the easiest way to think about phones. It was so difficult to place long distance phone calls. Then we saw the advent of the internet. We now communicate over the internet, Zoom, Skype, all these technologies built on the internet, iMessage built on the internet. Same thing needs to happen for money. So we think crypto wallets are the future. They're going to replace or essentially be a new form of a bank account. And our job is to make it easy for anyone in the world to participate.
What do you want to tell people who are worried that if they have their money in a crypto wallet as opposed to their bank account, that it is potentially vulnerable to someone trying to take their money?
Well, so I think a lot of it comes down to security, and I think the user experience is really improving. I think everyone should hold on to their own private key. They should own their own cryptocurrency wallet. With your bank, there could be an issue that goes wrong. What we think, though, is over time, this technology is going to be embedded into even your bank account. Crypto wallets are an internet-based technology that will be embedded everywhere.
Increasingly, people are getting digital wallets, and they have those, and they know that that's the place that they can do transactions. Are you seeing this activity increase? What are you seeing in the market right now?
Yeah, so it's been a great time for MoonPay. Over the last year, we doubled our business. We're on track to over double again. And from our perspective, it's really about making this user experience great. We really focused on building something akin to Apple Pay. So you can use your debit card, your Apple Pay, immediately come into the crypto ecosystem, get a stablecoin, buy a crypto asset like Bitcoin. And really what we see over the future is there's going to be a whole range of assets. And that's what's happening right now in DC. We're trying to get clarity over the legislation, clarity over stablecoins, clarity over market structure. And what that's going to mean is a whole range of new assets, productive assets, stocks, bonds, essentially everything that's a financial asset could be tokenized. And we're really excited to make that easily accessible to everyone.
And we talked about this with Congressman French Hill here last week on Mornings with Maria, and he was talking about the stablecoin legislation. But it's not just Congress codifying these into law, but it's also the Securities and Exchange Commission. So what does a crypto framework look like to you? What needs to be done?
So if we look at the last year, I would say it was really challenging to operate a crypto business because we didn't know the rules of the road. We didn't know what is an asset that's considered security, what is not considered a security. The first step is getting clarity over how to label these different assets. And so that's what we're trying to get to with market structure. I feel very confident that we're going to get there, hopefully, over the next coming months. And, from our perspective, once you have that clarity, it means that you are going to open up the whole range of new digital assets that will ultimately end up on chain. And that's good for everyone. That's good for America.
And in the middle of this, MoonPay is expanding. You've closed 2 historic acquisitions in the first quarter of this year. In March, you solidified the purchase of Iron, an API-first stablecoin infrastructure platform. Back in January, you purchased Helio, Solana's top crypto payment processor. What does this do for the company, and do you need to continue the acquisition spree in order to get the scale that you're looking for?
So I think we're generally seeing this trend of consolidation in our industry. And from our perspective, we're looking to move into more of these real-world applications. We actually think crypto is going to be used for payments. We think for merchants, it represents a much better payment method. Merchants can receive crypto instantly. They can receive it over weekends. They can receive it at a fraction of the cost of the legacy system. And so we see that being a really big theme. With Iron, we really see that as a Braintree moment for MoonPay. APIs, we think, are the future. If you think about AI agents, all this new technology, it's going to be plugging into APIs. And being able to move stablecoins all around the world, cross-border, we think is going to be incredibly important.
Stablecoin based on the dollar.
Based on the dollar. It's great for the U.S. dollar. Yeah. All these last mile geographies where it's really difficult to get dollars. There's 1.4 billion people that are unbanked. most of those people, 75% of those people, have smartphones. So, as long as they have a smartphone, they have access to the internet, they can receive the US dollar.
That is huge. No wonder, Ivan, you've doubled your business and you're about to see another double. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
What a moment in time for you and America. Ivan Soto-Wright here. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Thank you so much, Ivan. We'll be right back. You're watching Mornings with Maria, live from the Milken Conference here in LA. Stay with us.